We talk about mechanical low back pain. According to Maggie, the old name is what we call the lumbago. I don't know where did it came from. Basta it's lumbago. It's a mechanical low back pain referred to buttocks and thigh cyclic pain, a morning stiffness, and with movement worsens. So again, it is low back pain. From low back pain, there's also a referred pain to your buttocks and thigh, as well with the morning stiffness, and pain starts with movement of your spine or back. Okay, so majority here, can you explain that in under your clinical manifestation? From the name itself, you can just explain it as well as a clinical manifestation. So low back pain is just pain, specifically, which part? Low back, your lumbar. So epidemiology, the most common cause of low back pain, accounting to approximately 85 to 90%. Because guys, ang low back pain is just general, no? We have under one, we have your mechanical low back pain, and mechanical low back pain is the most common, which is 80 to 85% of the cases. Most common in adults, usually 20 to 55 years of age, and working adult age. So usually this is indication of your occupation and your lifestyle. So you can also go back with the occupation na poor ergonomic use and poor posture. Okay? So the risk factors usually occupation and patient related. So occupation, incorrect proper posture while working, not following the proper ergonomics, so might lead to mechanical low back pain. We have here the stages. So acute low back pain, usually up to 4 weeks. Subacute low back pain, usually from 2 to 6 months. And then chronic low back pain will be recorded if over 6 months. So lain ang time frame sa low back pain to the other conditions. Usually mga 1 month may chronic na siya with other conditions. But a low back pain will be considered as chronic if over 6 months. Okay? Etiology, since this is mechanical in nature, it's usually muscle or ligament strain, muscle imbalances, the lumbar sprain, your DDD or degenerative disc disease associated with older age, facet joint dysfunction, and especially the very one which is your poor posture. The pathophysiology, don't mind the pathophysiology at all. So, basta there's incorrect posture, no? There's already a flow naman, but following the incorrect posture, it might lead to mechanical loading of the lumbar spine, excessive loading provided in your lumbar spine, microtrauma, specifically to your ligaments, your tendons, as well the muscle imbalances. Very important that there is muscle imbalances to your lumbar muscles or low back muscles. Might lead to muscle spasm and reduced lumbar mobility, causing mechanical low back pain or chronic low back pain if left untreated. So, from poor posture, for repetitive lifting or incorrect lifting, trauma. So with this, usually etiology, you can go back with the etiology. If we can use the poor posture, no, or repetitive incorrect lifting, it might lead to excessive forces or loading to your lumbar spine. It might lead to muscle imbalances, damage to the other soft tissues, and lead to muscle spasm and your lumbar mobility causing mechanical low back pain. That's it. Okay? So, manifestation, according to Maggie, so pain usually cyclic. Low back pain is often referred to your buttocks and thigh. Maka go back with the definition itself kagina. As well with the morning stiffness and pain. So, pain usually aggravated with the lumbar motions, as well with standing, walking, sitting, and this one, standing, walking, sitting, usually associated with prolonged standing, prolonged sitting, and especially if the posture is incorrect, it might lead to low back pain at all. Okay? So, Amo man siya usually yung mga important aspects in your mechanical low back pain. Basta mechanical low back pain, from the name itself, you can just explain the clinical manifestation. It's back pain. Okay? Add ka lang yapon, sometimes there is aggravation to your lower back, to your buttocks, or to your thighs. And aggravating factor mentioned usually with the lumbar motions, prolonged standing, prolonged sitting, correlated with incorrect posture, it might lead to, okay? So complications, usually recurrent episodes of back pain. This is very, very common, especially outpatient. Very common with back pain, no? Ina-treat nyo. Nakatreat mo back pain?
Yes.
So mga generic na solution na treatment and management.
Lumbar strain.
With the conservative, usually provided with a if medication, of course, weight management, if you know, and physical therapy, of course, PT. With the surgical, not indicated for uncomplicated, since this is mechanical low back pain, consider only if a specific structural pathology is indicated. So, but now, no indications or no surgery needed. Same as well kay, ano kagina? Postural thoracic deformities, that there's no need for surgery since it's being treated man siya, it's conservatively. We're good with your mechanical low back pain, basic. Your lumbar disc herniation, same gap with the cervical, but in lumbar area. Now, there is again protrusion of your nucleus pulposus, your annulus fibrosus. Here, one of the most causes of low back pain and sciatica is your lumbar disc herniation. Kagina yan sa cervical, it might lead to cervical myelopathy, it might lead to cervical radiculopathy. Here, in lumbar, it might lead to lumbar radiculopathy, specifically your sciatica. Okay? And the most common site as well, we have your L4, L5, and L5 to S1, since these are also the most mobile segments in your lower back area. Etiology, same as well. Age-related disc degeneration. This is degenerative in nature. Repetitive lifting, bending, and twisting with improper body mechanics. Acute trauma or heavy manual labor, especially sa common, nakatreat na kamusiman, nga may lumbar problem. So, very, very common sa mga seaman yung siyang condition. Especially, I think sa RCI, pilagi na na-treat ko doon, 2 or 3. Lumbar disc herniation or low back pain associated with manual labors ng mga workers. So, here we have the McNabb's classification. Stages. So, familiar ka mo kay Bupis?
Bupis?
Oo.
Pagkaon?
Hindi. Aris. Ha? Bipis? Oh, bipes. But, oo. Bulging. Ay, B-in yun, hindi bo? Okay, lain. So, bulging, prolapse, extrusion, kag sequestration. That's almost same. Okay, but this one is according to Maggie. Why should I use bulging? Nag-use yung protrusion, and then prolapse, extrusion, and sequestration. So, ging-correlate ko na lang siya kay Maggie. But sa review center, they use the Bupis or the Bipis. Amo na siya. Pero good lang to follow the review center. So here, in protrusion, the nucleus pulposus bulges outward, but within the annulus fibrosus pa. Okay, as you can see, makita ba? No. Here lang, nag-protrude siya, but wala pa niya nagwa with the intact annulus fibrosus pa. The stage 2, which is the prolapse, the nucleus pulposus reaches the outermost layer of the annulus fibrosus but does not yet escape. Ara pa siya gyapon. Na-reach siya, almost, but wala pa siya nagwa. Okay? Your extrusion, the annulus fibrosus is perforated, nagwa na siya, allowing some nucleus material to move into the epidural space. And your sequestration is that the nucleus fragments break away, no, from the main disc and enter the spinal canal. Sa extrusion, nagwa siya, but ara siya sa may epidural space. Sa sequestration, is that nagwa, nagit siya outside. Nagkanto na siya with the other structures, like the spinal canal. Which is a chronic stage na siya for lumbar disc herniation. So, So, some are your common impairments related to your disc protrusion of your lumbar spine. This is according to the lista. Pain, muscle guarding, given of course pain. Flex posture and elevation away from the usual symptomatic side. This is to relieve the symptoms. No? There will be flex posture and elevations away to the affected side. The neurological symptoms and dermatomes and possibly myotomal and affected nerve roots. So, same naman siya gyapon guys, no? Same naman to siya sa cervical, na it might lead to dermatoma ay neurological manifestation, might be nerve impingement or nerve problem, or spinal cord itself ang affectations might lead. So, knowing na nagkadto na to sa sequestrations, nagkadto na si materials of your nucleus pulposus to your spinal canal. It might lead to affectation of your spinal cord. So here, complications, chronic low back pain. As what I have mentioned, the most common cause of your sciatica might be your disc herniation, and here your cauda equina syndrome, which is a part of your spinal cord injury, which is usually mga chronic stage na or very severe complication. Special tests. Straight leg raise, SLR. Now, this straight leg raise, this is specifically to check the lumbar disc herniation itself.
Yes, lumbar nerve.
Lumbar nerve nodes specifically to your sciatic nerve. Cross straight leg raise and your slump test. Slump test for your neural tension test. That's the other name, no? But usually
Femoral
the structures.
nerves,
Nerves. Isa pa.
joint, SI joint,
Bundles of
Neural nerve irritations. Okay, are lang the safest. With the medical assessment, since this disc herniation is affectation of your IV disc, so the gold standard to provide is your MRI, no, for the soft tissues. But to rule out any other deformities or any problem, you can just opt to perform X-ray, your CT scan, especially no, the EMG and CV diapon, because it might lead to sciatica or sciatic nerve impingement. Medical management, you can perform some surgery, specifically your laminectomy, which with the spinal stenosis, no? Mga ectomy naman siya gyapon ng mga management. Prognostic factors for positive outcome for the non-operative lumbar disc herniation. We have may mga favorables ito. I just need to explain lang. Favorable factors, this is a kind of like good prognosis. Your unfavorable factors, you can bad prognosis. Your neutral factors, okay. And your questionable factors, usually mga severe na siya factors or prognosticating factor nga. You can question if the patients can be treated no or not at all. Okay? So, the most common cause of your sciatica, as what I mentioned earlier in your disc herniation, is your disc herniation. This is a condition, we talk about lumbar radiculopathy in general, just a condition characterized by compression of your lumbar nerves. And one of the specific nerves that might be affected is your sciatic nerve. The sciatica, or sciatic nerve involvement, is generally defined as a pain in the lower back and hip radiating to the distribution, or the nerve root distribution of your sciatic nerve. So, commonly affected sciatic nerve, si lumbar radiculopathy, the L5 and S1 nerve roots are the most commonly affected. With the association man siya gyapon kagina kay lumbar disc, no? L4, L5 or L5, S1. So, same lang siya, L5, S1. Etiology, again, intervertebral disc herniation or lumbar disc herniation. This is the most common cause of radiculopathy, so it's solid lang. Your lumbar spinal stenosis, narrowing of your spinal canal. Your digitive disc disease, this is associated with aging. And the trauma, of course with some infections, tumors, or whatsoever that might lead to the compression of your sciatic nerve. Clinical manifestation. Low back pain, since this is for sciatica. Low back pain, radiating leg, and the dermatomal pattern, specifically the nerve root patterns of or the nerve distribution of your sciatic nerve. Paresthesia or numbness, the myotomal muscle weakness, especially the innervation of your sciatic nerve, and decrease or absent tendon reflexes. Since nerve root irritation or nerve impingement will be considered as lower motor neuron. So, could be absent or decreased or hyperreflection. Possible straight leg raise or slump test. So, the manifestation of the sciatica in fever, or specifically deep severe pain that starts on one side of the back and shuts down to the bottom of the leg, the radicular pain in the lower extremity, and muscle weakness following the sciatic nerve distribution. So, can you plot the sciatic nerve? Sciatic nerve? Di siya nagwa? Ma-bifurcates?
No.
So, from the sciatic nerve, matunga siya, di ba, posteriorly?
Yes.
Matunga siya sa may nina yun, may makato sa anterior, which is your common peroneal nerve, or peroneal nerve. Makato siya sa posterior continuous, which is your tibial nerve. Sa tibial, matunga naman siya sa medial and lateral plantar nerves. And then sa anteriorly, si common peroneal nerve matunga siya sa duwa, which is your deep superficial. So, amo lang na siya gapon. So, most likely, if sciatic nerve ang problem, tanan na sila nga usually ma-affected. Okay? And then, mamatter lang kita with some other conditions na mention nito sa lower extremity, which is could depende naman kung di siya nga level ma-affected. Okay? Ang manifestation. How we perform the SLR or the Lasagis test? If more than, ano gani?
Bilateral.
If more than 90, may 90, may bang 70. If more than 90 or 70, will be considered what?
Lumbar.
Lumbar. No? SI problem, lumbar. But if less than 70 nga nag-pain, will be your sciatic. Okay, sciatic. So, sometimes if nag-pain ka na, then nag-lower na doon, usually, no, if the degrees of angle, measure lang, banta-banta. Si banta lang ang gyapon.
Blue.
Si blue band. So, with the complications, usually, kauda ikway na, persistent or chronic radicular pain. If you're not sure with the complications, just mention chronic pain. Perfect. Okay? As well with the chronic sensory deficits or numbness, as well with the progressive muscle weakness. Since this is a nerve, may distribution, sensory and motor function. So, you can just opt this one. As well with the centralization and peripheralization, which is better? Centralization of the pain or peripheralization of the pain?
Centralization.
Central.
Central. Central.
Central.
Hindi, central is centralization is do localize sa area. Ang peripheralization do radiculopathy man balang nagalatay ang pain do galatay siya sa dalo.
But it depends on the condition. But let me explain the centralization that's usually implies towards your back itself, no? Which the location of the pain usually. Peripheralization is radiating pain away from the area. But I forgot, usually sa mga BR, I don't know, malipat ko. Kaya area sa, but it depends sa case to case. But yes, if there is, because the pain is the progressive retreat of the most.
Peripheralization of pain moves it opposite
Nami-
direction.
Yeah. Oo. So, which is better?
Centralization.
Which is better? Which is not? Both of them are not. Since it's more painful. So, we're good with the radiculopathy or sciatic nerve involvement. Basically nga, bala ng sciatic nerve impingement. Cause, etiology, epidemiology. Say, sciatica is the most common nerve impingement. That's it. Common etiology, discernation, pathophysiology. Of course, there will be impingement of your sciatic nerve. For example, if you're focused on the discernation, no, there is bulging of the different pulses outside. It might lead to the damage of the lumbar nerves, might lead to damage your sciatica, etc., etc. So, pwede man sa stenosis, narrowing, but it's more on the spinal cord na siya na affectation. With the spinal stenosis, this is narrowing of a passage of spinal or spinal canal. So here, the normal diameter of your spinal canal should be 17 centimeter.
Bawsa na kadlaw
Oh, yung sa si Dasig ko nag pa sa mga last, lagin mo kayo si Dasig na get. Okay. When you talk about the spinal canal, the normal diameter should be 17. No? And the spinal cord size is 10. But if millimeter, I think it's 42 to 45. The diameter, no? I think 1 to 1.5. Basta, do ka dira. If depende, be, sa question, centimeter or millimeter. Okay.
42 to 45.
So, I think it's 1 to 1.5 millimeter. Double check lang. I forgot. Hindi, no millimeter.
Spinal. Sir?
Spinal canal.
cm, sir? oh? Millimeter na dapat, sir? Spinal canal, 17 cm. Muna ko sir.
Centimeter, millimeter. I forgot
Millimeter.
that.
Millimeter, ano dapat?
Tako na cm, sir.
10 centimeter.
1 cm pala, 2 cm pala talaga. 1
Ang 1 to 1.5 ang centimeter. Ang 10 is the millimeter. I forgot, ano yung na-confuse ko. May 1 to 1.5 kita, and then may 10 na gina-use.
Oh,
Dako ang inches, di ba? Ay, ang centimeter.
yes.
Oo, kasi ko na-confuse.
Tais po.
10 cm, do 4 inches na pala, sir. No? Kumagkita ko.
Guys, dapat 10 millimeter siya. Ang centimeter is 1 to 1.5 centimeter. Okay? Ayan siya gagawa sa, BR, review. Common question na siya. Ginat-interchange na binilagay sa mga values, no? The one na usually gina-offer, centimeter or millimeter. So, doon ka mo ma-confuse if i-use nyo. So, this one, with a stenosis, relative stenosis, is usually less than 12 millimeters. So, medyo dako-dako pa niya siya. No? Dako-dako pa siya, knowing that the spinal cord is 10. So, 12 to make space pa siya gamay. But the absolute stenosis is that 10 millimeters. Duging cover yung idea guys ang spinal cord, which is kind of more complicated compared kay relative stenosis. Epidemiology, most common in adults, usually associated with degenerative changes. Nag-narrow lang si spinal canal. It could be congenital or acquired in nature, but the most common is acquired related to degenerative changes. So as well with the changes here. Facet joint hypertrophy, ligamentum hypertrophy, disc protrusion, or spur formation. So, this, hypertrophy lang si facet joint. It might lead to affectations of your spinal cord. Ligamentum hypertrophy, ligamentum flavum, especially the ligaments there, which is near to your spinal canal, it might lead to the compression of your spinal cord. Disc protrusion and your spur formation, and this is the most common, which is the degenerative changes. So we have also types of your spinal stenosis, which is central and lateral. Central, too much pressure in the spinal cord, and lateral, too much pressure on your spinal nerves. Pathophysiology, you just do. It depends. No, yapon. Basta I just mentioned na there's narrowing of the spinal canal, leading to the impingement of your spinal cord or your spinal nerves if it's lateral. Okay? And then you can just feedback or provide with the sense of symptoms after affectation of that specific structure. Lumbar stenosis, the clinical manifestation, the most common here is the shopping cart sign. What is this? There is flexion of your back. Okay? So because gani, this is considered as still your flexion bias. Ga-decrease ang pain, ga-decrease ang pain if mag-flex si patient. That's why ang iyang manifestation positive shopping cart sign. Wide bias or flex posture during gait, this is associated with a postural affectation na. Since usually, ga-relieve di ba ang pain, no, with the flexion. So most of the position of the patient is in, so that lead to the flex posture during gait movement. We have here your central stenosis, which is positive of the neurologic claudication. Na-discuss we go with the cardio. Now we have neurologic claudications and the vascular claudication. So, if positive si patient niya with the central stenosis, if there's positive of neurologic claudication. Alam, bicycle van of something.
Van Gelderen.
Yes, ang kay, I forgot nga, the amoniga dula ang pain, tapos wag amoniga. Perfect. No, that's your central stenosis. But lateral stenosis, this is just radiculopathy symptoms.
Problem with the motor, problem with the sensory innervations. It depends on the nerves na affected. So, complications, again, chronic low back pain or even spinal cord injury, specifically your cauda equina syndrome. Lumbar spinal stenosis, MRI, is a gold standard. And then, of course, the physical therapy for the conservative management. Spondylolysis, 30 minutes na lang. Spondylolysis, this is a stress fracture or defect of your pars interarticularis. Diba, as mentioned earlier, na fracture lang or defect of one pars interarticularis because if bilateral, that will be your spondylolisthesis. Most likely to occur in young people who participates usually with the vigorous exercises, especially the gymnastics. Okay, the most common affected is your L5. Your pathophysiology and your clinical manifestation. So with the clinical manifestation, is usually localized low back pain since this is bony, no, affectation, localized low back pain. Pain worsens with lumbar extension since this is considered as flexion bias. So with the flexion position, you can reduce ang pain or you can relieve ang pain. Usually no neurological deficits since the pars interarticularis naman siya ang affected structure. Complications, the first example here is your bilateral pars interarticularis leading to your progression to spondylolisthesis. Medical management, specifically your medical assessment, your diagnostic imaging, I want to specify here that the plain X-ray should be anterior, posterior, and lateral. No, the most common here is your X-ray. Familiar with the Fools? Familiar si Fools sa X-ray? No. Fracture, usually fracture. This is viewed in oblique view. Slippage viewed in a lateral view. So, if spondylolisthesis ang gina-check, you can opt for lateral view. But if fracture, spondylolysis, you can opt for oblique view na X-ray. In oblique view, you can check Scotty dog with color. This is an indication of and with the Scotty dog decapitated, same sila nga duwa.
Same lang.
But, the spondylolysis dapat with collar. Ang decapitated, it should be spondylolisthesis. Maybe na tayo na ano niya siya sa picture. I don't know.
Is po.
But, guys, ang may collar, ang panayang isa lang yung problem, which is spondylolisthesis. But ang na-decapitated, na duwa na gita natin, it's just listhesis. Perfect. So before, yawa pa ko nila picture out kung paano siya nag-dog ang structure. Ay, dog gani. Wow, amo na galay. Amo ni ko. Amo na, perfect. Wow. With the spondylolisthesis naman, the other hand, this is just anterior slippage. Already mentioned this earlier. So, yeah. We have here the etiology. It depends, no? Again, it could be isthmic, which is affected of your pars defect. Congenital, which is dysplastic, traumatic, degenerative, and pathological. Let's explain one by one. Here, a picture. If according to causes, we have here dysplastic. This is usually congenital abnormality of your pars interarticularis. Isthmic is at most common, which is lack of continuity of your isthmus. No specific structure of your vertebrae. Degenerative, this is degeneration of your pars interarticularis. Traumatic, fracture, could be your isthmus or your pars interarticularis bilaterally. And your pathologic, destructive bone diseases, it might lead to the anterior slippage. Ideal positioning, this is flexion of your spine. And the grading of spondylolisthesis following the Mayer-Ding grading. This one, si Mayer-Ding, guys, very famous. Si Mayer-Ding grading. I think this is one of your side questions if mabatulan nyo gini si ano. Grade 1, this is Mayer-Ding. Ano siya bang Mayer before? Sa dalog.
Si Mayor Bing, kapapit na siya katagab.
Oo.
Size.
Gano'n tag-tip?
Sarniya.
Friend na nakis siya. Kilala siya na nakis siya.
Ah.
Pa-friend niya si Liam. Ba't siya nagoro? Ba? Bataon? Ang pution? Oo. Basta.
Yeah, girl. Ang boyfriend na niya.
So guys, grading ha, don't forget, 1 is at 1 to 25% lang slippage. 2, 26 to 50, 3, 51 to 75, 4, 75 to 100, and if complete 100 will be considered your 5 or your spondylostosis. Ako, as a, paano naman siya usually ginakasyon ko yung mga grading criteria kayo. Oo, common, gina siya, especially sa spondylostosis, amo ni siya. Okay. I-mention nila si Mayor Ding grading, so kabalance status, or if you want to make them question you about the mention lang, then dila na naka-discuss sa side question. And then the manifestations, same lang siya with the spondylolisthesis, but with the step of deformity. It's because nag-anterior slippage na siya ganyan sa manifestation, yung etiology. Same yung siya gapon guys with the medical assessment that I explained earlier. Guys, it's not let's change this one ang picture. Let's change, okay? We're good? We're clear with this? Sa picture? Okay na? Okay. Why ka mo, B?
May naway.
Degenerative disc disease is that a progressive age from the name itself, degenerative, progressive age, load-related degeneration of your intervertebral disc. As well with the common affected structure is that your lumbar more affected compared to cervical. It's because more load ang gaka-receive the lumbar compared kay cervical. Okay? And then L4, L5, L5S1, same structures affected because these are the usual mga mobility, the most mobile. Common with increasing age, knowing this is degenerative in nature. So with the etiology, normal aging, sometimes normal aging, usually occur lang man yung mga degenerative disc changes with the normal aging. Repetitive loading or mechanical stress provided to your lumbar spine, and obesity given. Pathophysiology, same mechanics. As long as you identify the problem, you can just proceed with the process. Clinical manifestation and complications. Usually guys, with a degenerative disc disease, as what I've mentioned earlier, this is normal aging. So sometimes, many will have no symptoms or limitations at all. Okay, this basis, occur na siya with the normal aging. Okay? A majority will have no symptoms or no limitations at all. So if there is, we can use the Thompson grading scale. With a 1, the nucleus is bulging gel. Usually, the manifest is that there is discrete fibrous lamellase and etc. Basta there's good lang, we can use the grading. This is actually it's not from the book, the grading. This is according from NCBI, NACBI. Yeah, na article. So I just did some research about degenerative disc disease. Kay wala gini siya gi-mention sa book si degenerative disc disease. Wala gini siya medyo. So I did some research about it. Yun, kapit lang. O, dasig-dasig na dilaan. Ilan lang ka minutes? 30. And then the medical assessment, the old assessment before that they use is the discography, which is gina-inject pa nila ang substance, and then kung anong problem na makita, amo na siya ang affected na structures. So right now we have the MRI, which is a gold standard for soft tissues, affectation, and then your CT scan. Facet joint impingement, specifically this is just dysfunction of your lumbar zygapophyseal joints or your facet joints caused by, so you can use this is the etiology, excessive loading, degenerative changes, and abnormal movement of your lumbar spine. So, clinical manifestation, you can do your low back pain, referred pain to your buttocks, to your hip, or to your thigh. Pain usually does not extend below the knee and aggravated by lumbar extension and rotation with prolonged standing. So, with the complications, you can opt to chronic mechanical low back pain or chronic lumbar pain, progressive facet joint leading to your osteoarthritis, and your lumbar radiculopathy. Diagnostic assessment, we can perform the diagnostic middle branch block, which is a gold standard. So in the diagnostic middle branch block, this is usually a positive response, usually a series of 2 diagnostic blocks performed on 2 separate occasions. For example, mag-give siya this one, and then nag-relieve ang symptoms, but after that nagbalik, and then another 2 kalmay na series of treatment. And after that, usually gaka-diminish na ang peanut oil. So duwa siya ka treatment, series of treatment or series of assessment to check if it's really a facet joint impingement. Usually be if one lang, usually it's falsely positive nga na-relieve the symptoms at all. And sacroiliac joint dysfunction. Sabi ko naman. This is condition characterized usually by abnormal movement, including inflammation of your sacroiliac joint. Because if inflammation, we can call it a sacroiliitis. But this is sacroiliac joint dysfunction. Do ka general pag siya nga condition, which includes your the sacroiliitis, which is inflammation of your sacroiliac joint. This is common cause of mechanical low back pain and usually common with pregnancy. It's because
Below
stretch. Yes. No, which is all good. Low with the stress and of course with the relaxing yoga pa. Perfect. I know you can get this. Etiology, usually this is idiopathic, no? And alterations of the structures, relationship. So usually there is muscle imbalances laman kita guys, no? Usually the muscle imbalances here is the piriformis. With the sacroiliac joint dysfunction, the muscle imbalances with the piriformis, it might lead to your sciatic nerve impingement. Diba? Piriformis syndrome. Familiar with the piriformis syndrome? It might lead to your sciatic nerve impingement. So, muscle imbalances lang kita guys. Clinical manifestation, usually pain is present just inferior to your PCIS or your posterior superior iliac spine. Okay? So usually, 4% of patients report pain above L5 and can radiate past the knee into the foot. So there will be radiating pain. And there will be positive antalgic gait, knowing painful ang iyang sacroiliac joint. Should I discuss the antalgic gait? No na. Surgery is rarely considered and is reversed for selective severe cases lang. For the assessment, we have here your provocation test. Usually guys, for the provocation test, cluster of more than 3 positive provocation tests provides stronger evidence of your sacroiliac joint related pain rather than one single test. So with the special test that we'll be performing, si Patrick's test, which is flexion, abduction, and ER, si Gainsland's test, no? Your compression test, your thigh thrust test, your sacral thrust test, and the distraction test, dapat ko no, may 3 positive tests for each special test. Kaya kung isa, usually this is weak indication or to rule in a sacroiliac joint dysfunction. And for the management, manual therapy, I want to specify lang that the sacroiliac joint or sacroiliac belt in selected patients, it's because usually with the sacroiliac joint nga causes, for example, hypermobility, which can cause severe pain of the sacroiliac joint. If there is pain, if there is belt, this is to support or to limit the movement. So there will be lesser pain si patient may experience. It's because lesser ang movement. So no aggravating factor. For the diagnostic imaging of your lumbar spine is that spinal conditions, you can just do lang yapon with the basics. Your X-ray, your MRI, your CT scan, and your additional test, which is your EMG and CV. And your conservative management with the surgical management at all. Differential diagnosis, usually with low back pain, no, we have your spinal stenosis, spondylolisthesis, your scoliosis, and your osteoarthritis. Indications of your serious spinal pathology, usually presenting age, less than 20 years of age, or onset usually more than 55. Kaya less than 20 years of age, usually younger individuals, they may not have the problem with the degenerative disc changes, no, mga associated conditions. So it might need to consult with a physician. PT assessment and PT management. Lumbar spine. Sorry. Management. Management.
Packs.
Si Mackenzie. Wow. Good. Si Mackenzie Williams. Gait assessment.
Nerve plus.
Nerve plus. Very loyal sa Nerd Plus. Lastly, your other spinal deformities. Good na ni sila? Good na? Okay. Nag-add lang man usually the first, this one, mga basic. Nag-add lang kita medyo, which is your facet joint and your sacroiliac joint dysfunction. But from the name itself, I know you can explain very well the condition. And lastly, your spinal deformities, which is the scoliosis, your hyperkypho, and your hyperlordosis. Scoliosis. Do you have any other questions kay scoliosis?
Proceed sa hyperkyphosis.
How will you define scoliosis?
Normal curvature.
Wow, diba?
The spine.
Very, very master. So this one is your scoliosis, which is the lateral curvature of your spine, the kyphosis, and then your lordosis. Okay? But normal lang we have kyphotic curve and lordotic curve. But what's not normal is more than ang curve sa given. So, scoliosis, this is a deformity in which there are one or more lateral curvatures of your lumbar or thoracic spine. We have lumbar scoliosis or thoracolumbar scoliosis. The spinal deformity was suffered by the hunchback of the Notre Dame. So usually, the other name naman siya gyapon guys before. Most common is that adolescent idiopathic scoliosis. Affected structure is female over male, and thoracic curved is more common compared to your thoracolumbar or your lumbar curves. So, etiology, the non-structural or functional or positional. So, this is sometimes associated with the muscle imbalances lang, no? While on the other hand, si structural and non-functional, this is usually congenital and sometimes irreversible. Okay, need surgery na gid siya. Now, compared mo kay ng structural functional positional that can be performed with a conservative treatment. Non-structural is that relatively easily correctable once the cause is determined, associated with usually muscle guarding or spasm, habitual asymmetrical posture, if dextroscoliosis. Dextro is right or left?
Right.
Right. Correct. Leg length discrepancy and your leg length discrepancy. Since this is non-structural, this is associated with the muscle imbalances ng manchagapon. And then your structural. This involves an irreversible lateral curvature with fixed rotation of your vertebra. Associated with neuromuscular in nature, this is osteopathic and your idiopathic, which is the most common cause, the idiopathic. No? The most common to idiopathic is 10 to 16 years of age, but it differs sa age range ka male and female. Okay? I think sa female is may 10 to 12 or 11 to 13. Varies naman siya gapon sa sources nga ninyo. So we have here your clinical manifestation. No, we have your primary curve, which is the first curve to appear, and secondary curve if there will be a secondary curve to appear. But if wala, usually primary curve, compensated in a way that another curve of the same magnitude perform in the opposite direction to fully compensate deformity. It produces spinal balance. Decompensated is compensatory curve that does not fully correct the deformity, like shoulders and pelvis not level. Compensated is that ma-produce pa yung spinal balance. Doon di pa siya kitanon ang muscle postural deformity. But ang decompensated is very kitanon na gid siya. We talk about two curves. We have the S curve and the C curve. C, S. So if you want to check lang based on the compensated, by viewing or by performing postural assessment, how will you define or how will you specify the S curve from C curve? How can you differentiate S curve from C curve
Based on OI.
based on OI?
C curve.
Shoulder asymmetry by what? In C curve, sa C curve, taas ang isa. Sa S curve, yeah, level. Ano? Sa diin? C curve or S curve? Sa S curve. Sa S curve, both, no, kung din ang convex side, both man ang taas. If right shoulder, then right hip. The C curve, amo siyang opposite. No, that's the usual, the common. Kung taas ang right shoulder, ang left hip ang taas. Okay? Okay. So, with the clinical manifestation, it differs. Usually, vertebral body rotates to the convex side of the curve and the spinous process deviates towards the concave side. This one, ang arthrokinematics niya, usually common sa mga review questions, mga BRs. No? The vertebral body, this is located anteriorly, di ba? So, it follows the convex side. And then, the spinous process, no, the spinous process, it follows the concave or the opposite side. So, of the na permis sila ang deviations.
So, ang rib hump para sa convex.
Yan, sa convex side ang rib hump. Actually, dapat sa convex. The convex, di ba, ang standard, even sa naming, the convex ang base.
Yun ang base.
Severity of curves, here we have the mild, moderate, and severe. Mild if less than 20%, moderate if 20 to 40, associated with early structural changes, and you can perform here the conservative management. Physical therapy, stretching, strengthening, etc. And even the bracing. Severe if more than 40% ng curves, 40 degrees rather. So curves 40 to 50 associated with pain and dysfunction, and curves 50 to 70 usually cardiopulmonary dysfunction. Same lang kita gina kay what problem na is it kay structural rib dysfunction, especially respiratory in nature, so it might lead to problem. So here man kita, same man kita with the scoliosis. Si Sherman niya, same kita age range, no? Nga pwede nyo siya madidis lang adwa sa by age range nila. Here si Moynihan classification. This is usually if asymmetry is is present. So grading lang man kita of the affected structure. And the special test. You can perform lateral bending test or this is Adams forward, no? I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the one. Nag-assess ka mo last time? Naka-assess kid ka mo? Congrats! Wala na mega... Anyway, you can also perform forward bending test. The forward bending test is with the Adams forward, but the lateral bending test is the other one. Usually, guys, the measurements, the assessments is the Cobb's method. This is the usual gida to measure the scoliosis. I think na-discuss naman iba sa inyo, di ba, guro one by one? Si Cobb's method, si plumb line by just and Reiser-Ferguson. Reiser-Ferguson, this is a line lang with the central apical, di ba si apical vertebrae kagina?
Ay, okay. Yung same man siya sa ano.
Pero daw ka-line lang sa structures. Si Cobb's method, find usually superior kag inferior vertebra na siyang kung di siyang pinaka-curve sa baba, kag pinaka-curve sa dalawa, siyang gina-line. And then mado ka lang intersections for this one. This is the Cobb's angle This is condition that start ang pinaka-highest na curve, kag di naman siya na pinaka-nag-end na curve, siyang inyong landmarks. And then do ka lang line, kung di na usually dala na siya ang degrees of affectation, kung pila ka degrees ang iya na problem. That's the Cobb's method. The Reiser-Ferguson is that malign ka dapat, no, from the center of your apical vertebra. The apical vertebra na siyang gina-check to the center of your intervertebral disc. So another line is drawn from the center of the apical vertebra to the center of inferior and vertebrae. So superior kag inferior, line ka kono. Your apical vertebrae is farthest from midline, most rotated vertebrae, and least tilted. End vertebrae, most tilted vertebrae. So, this is the most rotated vertebrae. Kundi siya the most rotated vertebrae. So, if this is the most rotated vertebrae, no? Kag tapos, lines dyan from center of your apical. Center ko sa apical. This one, if ma-center ka sa apical, nga pinakataas, no? To the center of your superior end. If this is the center of your superior end vertebrae, kag this is the center of your apical na most rotated, kung hindi siya pinaka-rotated, mag-make ka that line. Kag tapos, kung di na pinaka-center of your inferior end vertebrae, kag kung di na pinaka-most rotated here, mag-draw ka man line. And that is your Greiser-Ferguson na assessment. Okay? And then sa plumb line, just line lang, check ka lang, ocular inspection, kung di siya ga-deviate at all. It's more associated with the postural assessment. And then spinal orthotics. No? Apex, T6, familiar, pretty sure. Or na-discuss. And then your physical therapy. The very famous CLAPS exercise and CCAT and CAMEL. Si CLAPS exercise, guys, may mga specific niya. T3, T6, T8, T11, L2, and L4. Sige. T3, amo siyang prone, no? Prone kneeling. T6, prone on elbow. Di ba? Prone kneeling, then prone on elbow. T8, quadro. Okay, prone kneeling. Ang prone kneeling, hindi, prone on elbow eh. I forgot the prone kneeling. Basta prone on elbow. Prone kneeling. Naipagin na siguro. Oo. T3, T4 siya nag-start. T4 kada. Sa akin source T3. Which is prone kneeling. Ano nang imo sa T3? Ay T4. Child's pose or prone kneeling. T6, prone and elbow, which is elbow. T8, hands, which is quadruple. No? Your T11, quadruple on fingers, same, fingers. Your L2, which is your tall kneeling, di ba tapos ako sa fingers, tall kneeling, and then L4, tall kneeling extension, and lastly, L4, tall kneeling extension lang. So, from child pose, to prone and elbow, to quadruple, to finger extension, or to fingers, to tall kneeling, and tall kneeling extension. This one. So, ano lang, progress if din makaya ni patient. But usually, very painful. Ano siya yung step by step. Tapos lang siya, I-think, but very, very painful for the patient. And this is the medical management, no? Spinal surgery. This is the pictures. So, we can discuss the hyperkyphosis. Basically, this is excessive posterior convex curvature of your thoracic spine. The normal thoracic kyphosis is usually 20 to 40 based on Cobb angle. And hyperkyphosis is diagnosed if more than 40 degrees. Common in adolescents, and usually the poor posture is a common cause for the patient. Manifestation, you just do lang the common manifestation of kyphosis, but there is hyper, excessive, like the round upper back, naka-hunchback sa patient, forward head, rounded postures, and thoracic stiffness with the upper back pain. Medical assessment, well, you can just give standing lateral spine X-ray, which is the gold standard to check if there is hyperkyphosis. And then the hyperlordosis is excessive inward curvature of the spine. Be mindful lang if gina-use nila may sometimes gina-use convexity or concavity lang for the definition. Lumbar lordosis, usually 20 to 45, but may other gihambal na asta pa siya sa 60. But the hyperlordosis is an exaggerated lumbar curvature. So, female over male due to pelvic anatomy and pregnancy associated. This is idiopathic, which is most common cause. With the clinical manifestation of your anterior pelvic tilt, which is very common. No, low back pain or lumbar back pain, lumbar muscle tightness, and the complications here. No, which sometimes this is associated with the lower cross syndrome since there's presence of your anterior pelvic tilt. So, With the medical assessment, say lang siya gapon guys na standing lateral spine x-ray. This is a gold standard. Your PD assessment and PT management. Isa-isa. Yes. Very basic. But guys, with the PT assessment, PT management, depende na lang if mag-generic lang kamo diha or basic if hindi nyo gusto. If gusto nyo lang mga daw medyo pabibo or whatsoever,
Sa rigid na, mga rigid na.
mga acute, mga new subchronic chronic case. No, pwede na isahon if gusto nyo lang. Pero kung gusto, ako niya. Ako niya.
Pa-discuss kapag wala sila gusto.
So, with the outcome measure, you can use your Whiplash Disability Questionnaire, Oswestry Disability Index, which is very, very common, the functional rating, the acute low back pain, si Back,
Okay.
si Henry 10 minutes for chronic low back pain and functional rating scale. May ba sila makagamit pa da? FEAM, ha? FEAM. And then this is the intervention for each phases of rehabilitation. This is according to Kistner and Colby. Colby. So this one, now it depends if you want to increase the kinesthetic awareness for mobility or flexibility, your muscle performance, cardiopulmonary endurance, functional activities, no, associated with each phases. Your maximum, amo siya nga ba kung if you have a lot of time to explain, you can use your maximum protection, your moderate protection, or your minimum protection phase, or return to function. Ha? Kung mo lang din. Pero actually kaya, nagigya guys. And then some of the specific plan of care lang man kita. I just included.
Okay.
And then your post-test. Kaya?
Hindi na kaya.
Ano na? Daw mo nagurang date na ginakaya. Yaka nagkanta na eh.
Yung tuloy lang, ko ka. Pero,
We're good?
Una pang question kaysa sa ano.